Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. I want to talk to you today a little bit about procuring cause and why you should understand it and how it works. So procuring cause is the condition that needs to be met to earn your commission through the MLS. So you bring a buyer to a transaction, you get paid the BAC. Why? Because you qualify as the procuring cause. So why do you need to know this and how it works? Well, it'll help you understand how to avoid problems with procuring cause. So procuring cause, the definition we use is the agent or brokerage which began the unbroken chain of events which leads to a successful transaction. That's procuring. That's the agent or brokerage that would be considered the procuring cause. Two great myths exist about procuring cause. So if you take that definition by itself, not super clear. It's just not. And in arbitrations, it's rarely a slam dunk. One side is the procuring cause. It's a combination of things that need to be considered. So let's talk about the two great myths. One is agency. As long as I have agency, so I have an agency agreement with the buyer, I will be the procuring cause. That's just not true. Agency alone doesn't do it. It's a great piece to have in your favor to becoming the procuring cause, but in and of itself, it does not mean you're the procuring cause. The other great myth is the to and through concept. So I brought the buyer to the property and through the property for the first time. That means I'm automatically the procuring cause. Again, not necessarily true. Most of the time, it'll be the agent that brought the buyer to and through. So I want you to be aware of these concepts so that you will understand how to avoid problems with procuring cause. Communication is key. Now we have arbitration to help resolve these, but that should be your last resort. Arbitration, again, it's rarely a clear-cut, absolutely, this side is 100% the procuring cause, no question. There's usually questions surrounding it. And it's all or nothing. And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. You're either the procuring cause or you're not. So in arbitration, one side's going to get everything, the other usually won't get anything. So communication. Communicate with your client so they understand as they're out looking for homes, they're online looking for homes, maybe calling about homes. They understand the importance of letting the other side know, yeah, I do have an agent, and they understand the importance of communicating with you, the agent, about homes they've looked at without you so that you can then let the listing agent know what's going on and that you're around and you don't have a procuring cause issue at the end of the transaction. Also, communicating well with listing agents. So if there's ever a question, when did I join this transaction? How will I be perceived? That you can get that out of the way before it becomes an issue and you have to go to arbitration to resolve it. Arbitration is a great tool and it's a wonderful service that the association provides, but let's be frank, you don't want to rely on it and you don't want to have to go through that process to get your commission every time. So be aware of how this works and a little bit about procuring cause. The key is that it's the agent that begins the process with no breaks in the chain that leads to a successful transaction. So communicate throughout, communicate with your client, help them understand how the process works, and you should be fine. If you have questions, please let me know. Put them in the comments below. And thanks for tuning in. Remember, this is not legal advice, just legal information. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.